YouTube, what's poppin', man? It's your boy MBM and I am him. Adobe just dropped a new update, which is Atomos 6.5. Will it last in the future? I'm not certain. I don't know. We're not gonna touch on that today. They actually got a tutorial of it if you wanna check it out. This is for my Studio One users. The ones that's trying to mix with stock plugins, I got you for certain right here. Don't even worry about it. It'll definitely help you out. If you don't have Waves and you don't have FabFilter or any other plugins, you just got the simple, the little basic, you know what I'm saying, Studio One setup, and I got you covered. Don't trip. So look, if you're new to Studio One and you just want to know how to mix and you want to use some stock plugins, what I can say is Studio One have some super dope plugins. If you're looking for beats and you just want something to listen to, or you're looking to purchase tracks, check out my son Lousy page. Man, super dope beats, man. If you're looking for that Ken Carson sound, make sure y'all tell him Mixed by Malachi. Mixing with stock plugins. It's your boy MBM. Let's get it. All right, so let's get it, man. So first thing we want to do is, I already did the beat. I already showed you guys how to, get the beat going, how to level your track, how to gain stage it. So next, let's listen to the verse, and then we're gonna do some panning left to right with the ad libs, and then we'll start mixing the track. Cool. So I just did the mono mixing just to balance the vocals to where I want them right now, so I can get ready for the mix. So I'm gonna mute these two. I'm gonna go with the lead. First thing we're gonna add is a gate plugin. So let's shoot over here, add the gate, the actual gate plugin from them, and let's mute this beat.
Said now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck.
That's perfectly fine right there. Between 50 to 40 with the gate on Studio One is pretty good. And yeah, we in 6.5, baby. You know what I'm saying? All right, so yeah, we're gonna throw the gate on. Then the next thing we want to do is the EQ surgery. So we're gonna use the Pro EQ 3. Q3. Boom. So let's do a little surgery. So you guys already know what to do here. If you're new, we're gonna roll off some low cut. We're gonna hit it with a low cut. We're gonna take it to about 100 because, like I said, that's where the 808 and the kick sit. So we want to make sure we don't have a muddy mix when we're doing this. Then the next thing I like to do is we're gonna search for frequencies. We're gonna search for bad frequencies. With this verse, it's not many because I do got a little treatment in my room, and then I'm recording with the SM7B, and it just, man, it brightens up the day, man. So let's next let's add a band. So let's click on this band, and then what I want to do is when we're looking for bad frequencies, what we want to do is take the Q all the way up to 24, take the volume up some, and then we're gonna start searching for bad frequencies.
Said now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. Nine green nigga. We running up so we see nigga.
So as you can hear the woo 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 woo. That's what you want to listen for, and then you'll probably hear some whistles. So these are the things you want to listen out for. So what I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna take this to -3, and I'm gonna open this band up to about 120, 143, whatever. We just gonna open it up. Open it up.
Said now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab another band. Let's take that band, do the same thing. Let's bring this up all the way to 24 again. Bring that volume up some, and let's look for some more frequencies between 200 and 300 hertz.
Said now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. Nine green nigga. We running up so we see nigga. I'm on my level, girl shit, but still me nigga. Said now I'ma switch it up. You know.
All right, cool. So around there, I'm gonna take this down again. We're gonna go to -3 here as well. We're gonna open this band up, but not all the way. I'm gonna open it up to about 2 something here.
Said now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. Nine green nigga.
All right, cool. So you see how I sound with it off and on. So we getting somewhere. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add another band. Let's go to this band here. Let's take the frequency up again. We're going to look for some more bad frequency. So around 500, 600 and stuff like that. And then when I'm looking for something with the syllables, I'm either checking between 6K to 8K.
Said now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil baby gonna lick it up. Round with.
Now with this band, I'm not going to open this band up. I'm actually just going to take this to -3. I'm not going to open this band up at all. I may open it up just a little bit The closest I get to is probably 16 to 18. I'm not gonna go nowhere any further than that.
Said now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga.
Okay, so that's what we got right there. So what we did right there is we wanted to add some gate to get rid of a little noise in the room. Like I said, you may have your air conditioning running. We threw a Pro EQ3 on to get some of the bad frequencies out, so when we get to the actual compression, we can make it easier for us to compress the vocals. So when we're doing compression, I like to do it with the vocals. Now, the thing about this, they have a plugin called Fat Channel. Use Fat Channel because Fat Channel have a compressor, which 3 you can choose from. You can actually use a standard compressor, or you can use the tube, or you can use the FET. So to make it easy for you, we're going to use the tube. We're going to use tube. And then, like I said, you got your gain reduction and your peak reduction. Normally, I add the peak reduction and then I add the gain, but we're going to listen and we're going to add this in. We're going to blend it in with our ears. So, we don't want to squash it. We don't want the verse to get squashed, so we don't want to add too much compression. So I like to hit it around -3, close to 5 maybe.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga. I'm on my level, girl, shit, but still me, nigga. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga. I'm on my level, girl, shit, but still me, nigga. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck.
That's perfectly fine right there. So like I said, use your ears when you're doing this. You don't want to squash your vocals, or then you just be losing. Man, you'll be losing everything. Only thing you're doing is bringing those transients down, those loud peaks in the verse that you can see here. If you look in here, you'll see some loud peaks that'll be in there. But like I said, I record at -12 dB, and I always make sure I get a good take, so I don't be really worried about too much in that area. So, all right, we got the Fat Channel. Now, from here, we can actually just add another EQ. But me, I just like things to look a little pretty, so I like to add another one. You don't have to, but I do. Click power it on. So you got 3. You can go from standard, passive, to vintage. Now, if you want to go to vintage, with the vintage, all you got to do is turn the high frequency up a little bit, make it super easy for you.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga.
All right, so they have that one, and then they actually have the passive EQ. So with this one, what I would do is I like to turn the frequency up to around 12, and I like to just give it a little boost.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga. I'm on my level, girl, shit, but still me, nigga.
So that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's just a basic EQ. You just want to add a little presence to the verse, because when you get ready to start doing your master, you're gonna be adding a little EQ there. So you don't want to do too much. You don't want to overpower everything. You just want to make everything nice and subtle. So that's what we're gonna do there. Man, it's just basic and easy steps that I give you, man. I'm not trying to cut corners with you and say some big phenomenal words and have you like, what do that mean? This is like mixing for dummies. I know you probably read that book before, Piano for Dummies. I ain't calling you stupid or nothing like that. All right, so we got the Fat Channel EQ. So the next thing we want to do, we want to add some de-esser to it. So we're going to add some de-essing to it. So let's find a de-esser. Boom, we got the de-esser now. Now we want to start taming some of those syllables, those S's and T's. So I like my frequency to hit, with a female, 6 is perfectly fine. 6K is perfectly fine. I like it to hit around -3, -6. We don't want to add too much, because then we don't want to start, taking quality from the verse.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga. I'm on my level, girl, shit, but still me, nigga. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Lil' baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Telling Peppers to feed with us.
So I just used the mono button real quick to kind of blend the vocals a little bit better, so I can actually get some better sounding out of the plugins I'm using, some better sounds out of the plugins I'm using. So so we got the de-esser, like I said, around -6. We don't want to go to 12. Then from there, we just gonna be tearing the verse all up. So from there, we got the de-esser. Now what I want to do is I want to add a reverb. Normally, I probably add a limiter, but this verse doesn't need a limiter. So I am gonna add a reverb. So I'm going to add effects. So we're going to go to scenes, add effects. And then from there, let's just go down here and we're going to add a reverb. Let's type in reverb. This will be our reverb. So let's add a room reverb, which is the reverb I like to use. They got a couple reverbs on here you can use, but I'm gonna use room reverb. And then from here, you can pretty much I like to use M Hall. I don't want to have too much reverb going on. And then you can do the pre-delay and all that stuff, man. I got a video on reverb. I'll leave a link up here. I'll leave a link up here at the top up here, so you guys can click on that, and it'll teach you about how to use reverb and how to use the timing for reverb. All right. And then from here, so we'll just add this, and let's bring this down a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a Pro EQ as well here. Pro EQ. Let's add a Pro EQ here, and then we're gonna take the low cut. We're gonna take this to 48. Now let's bring this up to 500. Type it in if you need to. Mic all in my face. So we got 500 there. So now take the EQ and put it on top of the reverb, and then let's start adding some reverb in it.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Round with us, down bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Round with us. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Round with us, down bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Tell them Peppers to feed with us.
So let's just add a limiter, just, because like when I usually give you guys the presets, I like to add the limiter because then you can just pretty much take away. You don't have to, you don't have to add that much. You can just actually take away from the verse. You don't have to add. So with the limiter, all we're going to do is bring it up just a little bit.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Round with us, down bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Tell them Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga. I'm on my level, girl, shit, but still me, nigga.
Same thing with the delay. All you gotta do is just add a add another one. Just add another effects channel, and then you're gonna go to here. You're gonna type in delay. You're gonna type in delay. From here, we're gonna add a delay, and let's turn that down. Now, I'm gonna use a 1/8 because I don't have the actual tempo to the song on here right now, so we'll use a 1/8. Let's go here and add a beat delay. So I'll just add beat delay. So we got channel trip, beat delay right here. All right, there we go. So let's just add a 1/8. And then feedback. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just filling up the vocal. It's gonna sound a little full.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Say now I'ma switch it up. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna store this chain. Let's call this store effects chain. Let's call this the truth vocal. And if you're looking for a chain for yourself, man, hit me up, man. Because if you got this far and you're looking for a vocal chain, hit me up. I'm gonna help you out, dog. That let me know you watched the video. Hit me up in the comments and let me know you watched the video to here and you heard me say I'm going to create a chain for you. Just let me know what DAW it is. Send me an empty vocal, just a plain vocal with no effects on it. Man, we're going to get busy, and I got you. Now just let me know you guys watched it and you supported me. All right, so let's add this to the subfolder of vocals, the truth vocal. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I am going to go to vocals. I'm going to go to the truth vocal. Boom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the EQ we use. And I'm going to take that EQ and I'm going to bring that EQ down to about 155. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one as well. I'm going to add that vocal, the truth vocal, and I'm going to do the same thing with the EQ here. I'm going to turn that down to 155 as well. All right, cool. 150, it don't matter. We don't want our EQ to sound the same on all three vocals when we're using them. So we're going to unmute these and we're going to play these. Let's drop these over here real quick.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up.
So now what I'm gonna do is I want to blend these vocals. So I'm actually gonna turn on mono now. I'm gonna turn on mono and I'm gonna start blending these vocals in.
Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Round with us, down bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Tell them Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga. I'm on my level, girl, shit, but still me, nigga. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Round with us, down bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us. Tell them Peppers to feed with us. And I ain't green, nigga. We run it up so we see, nigga. I'm on my level. Say now I'ma switch it up. You know it's truth and we lit as fuck. Little baby gonna lick it up. Round with us down, bitches pissed as fuck. They really wanna join the team with us.
So the objective is to get your vocals to sound good to where you can hear everything. You can hear everything you're speaking. You're pronouncing everything better. It's not, it doesn't, like sometimes I get people vocals and they send me like the reference of what they want to do, and I'll mix it and they'll say, oh man, it doesn't sound like the reference. Well, your reference, you couldn't understand what you were saying. Your vocals was just like, man, that's a whole nother story. So, man, just make sure you're pronouncing everything right. You're doing it, man. Just record a clean vocal. So if you want to get a good mix, just record a clean vocal, and that's it. And this is pretty much how I use stock plugins to get it going in Studio One. And then I'm going to show you how to use stock plugins on how to master. So it'll be a part 1, part 2, like how I'm doing with the other DAWs. So I'm just going through DAWs. So everybody use a different DAW. So I'm just making sure I tap every DAW to help everybody. And it's like, and then you got Atomos now on here to where you can mix around. I know if you new to that, you don't know nothing about that. I'm kind of fresh to it too, but it sounds cool. It's cool, but I don't know if it's gonna be working in the future. But yeah, man. It's your boy Mix by Malachi. I hope you learned something. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hey, I'm out. I done did what I had to do. I'm gone.